Hello, I'm Kristen from Kristen Cain Style. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I am a style and mindset coach, and I help women go from stuck and overwhelmed with their style and their wardrobe to a place where they love how they look and how they feel when they get dressed. And I truly believe that having incredible style does not need to be expensive or complicated. And it is my sincere pleasure to help women figure that out for themselves so that they can get dressed with confidence and just have a wardrobe that feels simple and effortless and easy to put together into outfits that they love wearing. If you'd like more info on working with me one-on-one, Style Therapy is my one-on-one style coaching experience, and I will put a link to more information about that down in the description box. I do that both online and in person, and it is a one-day situation. It is not some big, long, extensive project. I think sometimes women think that it took them a long time to get to where they are with their wardrobe, and so it's going to take a long time to unwind that, and I definitely don't believe that. I have created some really great strategies and tools, and I have a 5-step process that will take you from the overwhelm to smiling when you go to bed and feeling like you can't wait to get dressed the next morning, all within one day. So if you want more information, it's down below. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit of refresh for your closet. 6 really quick ways that you can kind of refresh your closet space. This does not have to do with the clothing specifically. This is more about the actual closet space. And so number 1 is to brighten up. And by that I mean to put in the highest wattage of bulb that your fixture will take. So if you have a light fixture in your closet, make sure you have all the bulbs are working, and make sure you have the brightest bulb that the fixture will allow, that it's safe to have in that fixture. Right now, because they've changed the way the wattage works, it's much easier to get a brighter bulb with lower wattage. But if you put in the brightest possible bulb and the whitest possible light, the light that mimics sunlight and natural daylight the best, you will be able to clearly see the colors and decide what matches and what doesn't, because it will look and feel like daylight. So you won't have the situation where you pick an outfit and then you go out into the daylight and you think, what was I thinking? This doesn't actually work together. So upgrade your lighting. And if you don't have a light in your closet, you can buy stick-on lights, from Amazon, from Bed Bath & Beyond, from, Walmart, Target, all the places. And they have an adhesive, or you can hang them with a hook or a nail or a screw or something, depending on the kind you buy. But it will add actual light to your closet, because I have had closets that did not have a light, and I realize how frustrating that can be. So using, a stick-on light of some sort can be a way to combat that and to brighten it up and make it feel more like spring. Number 2 is matching hangers. You have likely heard me talk about matching hangers before, because I believe that it is a really great way to add a cohesive look to a closet, regardless of what else is going on. There is something just really nice and peaceful about scanning all the same hanger, even though the clothing is all different. If the hanger is uniform, it just makes it a little more appealing to the eye, and it looks a little more organized. And so there are basically 3 types of hangers. You can use the tubular plastic ones that are really inexpensive. You can use the next level up, I would say, are the velvet ones that are the streamlined, really sleek, narrow. You can buy those everywhere from Costco to TJ Maxx and online and all of that. They're great for really delicate clothing because they're really gentle on the shoulders, and they allow a lot of clothing to fit into a closet space because they are so narrow. So if that's your situation and you have lots of clothes you need to fit, that streamlined velvet version could be good for you. And they come in all sorts of colors. And then the last kind would be wooden. And I buy my wood hangers from IKEA. I do them in white. They also come in a natural brown. And I like wooden hangers because they limit how much I can fit. They are a little wider. They take up a little more room. They're a little bulkier. And I purposely chose those a couple years ago because I wanted to hold myself accountable to what actually fits in my closet, and I didn't want to be able to keep packing more in. And I have invested in a certain number of them. And so at this point, if I have more clothing than I have hangers for, it's time to get rid of some of the clothing so that I have some freed up hangers. So the third thing you can do to brighten up your closet space for spring or for the change of season is really simple, and it is dust and vacuum. Get in there and pull things away from the wall and get out the dust bunnies and vacuum, the floor and wipe off the fixtures and the shelves. And if you have a dresser in there or, whatever's in there that could be collecting dust, the really high shelves, the shoe boxes, dust and vacuum. Super simple, but it will refresh the space pretty quickly. The fourth thing takes a little longer. It's, like a Saturday afternoon project or a weekend project, but that is to paint it white. And I have found this to be incredibly changing and transformational with regards to the closet. If you have a space that feels dark and dingy and uninspiring, a coat of white paint will make the clothing look better because you now have this blank canvas and this sort of refreshed brightness in the space, and it just feels a little nicer. You can also do a color, you can do a wallpaper. There are lots of ways to decorate a closet. I just like white because it, like a white dinner plate, allows the clothing to be the focus. It showcases the clothing the same as a white dinner plate showcases the food. So it's really personal preference. For me, I like a white closet. So if I were going to paint, I would paint it white. But if you prefer a color or a pattern, wallpaper, whatever, just do something to make it feel a little bit elevated. And then number 5 is one of those things that I am always surprised how many people don't have this, because it's pretty easy to come by and I feel it's pretty crucial, and that is a full-length mirror. You cannot know what you look like head to toe if you cannot see head to toe. So when you are evaluating an outfit and whether it works all the way down to the shoes, if you can't see the full outfit, you can't really get an idea of whether it works or not. And I have had countless clients, both in person and online, climb up onto the edge of their bathtub and look in the mirror above their sink in their bathroom to try to get the full length effect. And that's just dangerous. So for about $20 at Target, you can get a mirror that will either hang on the back of your door or will hang on the back of your door like over your door, or will hang on the back of your door, with fixture that you would attach it to the back of the door with screws. If you have more space, you can do a large mirror that you would prop up against the wall, or you could do one that hinges, that stands open if you have the space for that. However you come by it, and whether it's in your bedroom or your bathroom or your closet, somewhere near where you get dressed, a full-length mirror can be an amazing help to really look at how cohesive the outfit is from head to toe. I've also seen lots of full-length mirrors in thrift shops and resale shops, because oftentimes when people move or when college kids move out, those just really inexpensive long rectangles are easy to find. It doesn't have to be the most amazing mirror ever. It just has to be something that you can see your reflection safely from head to toe. And number 6, and this one's the most fun, and that is create a boutique feel in your closet, whatever that means for you. So it could be some pretty framed prints of inspiring pictures. It could be framed pictures of people that you love. It could be a plant, real or artificial. I don't have a window in my closet currently, so a real plant would not last very long. But an artificial plant, they make beautiful, succulents and plants that are artificial in the dollar section at Target even, or the dollar store. So a little succulent on a shelf, something that brings a little bit of outside in. It could be a seashell, it could be a pine cone, something that just elevates the space. Think of how your favorite stores sort of merchandise spaces, how they decorate and create sort of a little vignette that feels appealing. It could be a vase of flowers, again, faux or real. It could be a candle that you don't even ever light, but that you like the fragrance of when it's unlit. You could have a diffuser in there that would make the closet smell fresh and beautiful, and you could change that, with the seasons or with your mood. You could do a vision board or pictures or words that inspire you and literally just tack those to the wall, or to an old-fashioned bulletin board, or some sort of a quote that inspires you that is written out on a board or on a piece of cardboard or paper. Whatever it is that's going to make the closet feel a little elevated for you. It could be a pretty jar or a pretty teacup and saucer where you keep the jewelry that you wear every day, next to a little pile of seashells or whatever it is. I think you get the idea. Pinterest, I'm sure, has a million ways that you can elevate your closet with that boutique kind of finishing. So that would be, where I would wrap it up. Again, it has nothing to do with the clothing. And at the same time, if you make the container that holds the clothing look and feel more special, then when you open the door to go in and get dressed, it just feels like you're being pampered. It feels like a special experience to go in and pick out your clothing, even if in is just literally right at the door. You don't have a walk-in closet and you're just opening folding doors or sliding a door that slides. If what you see when that door opens is pretty, it changes everything when it's time to get dressed. It feels like you have done a little bit of extra work to make it special to get dressed. So I'd love to know how you have used any of these tips already in your own, wardrobe, in your own closet, and or if you have other ideas for how to elevate a closet space. I would love to know, because I like my closet right now, but I'm always open to hear new ideas. One more thing is a little rug on the floor. I have had clients who've had bare hardwood floors that are cold when the season is cold, or even when it's warm. If the air conditioning's on or whatever, the floor can be chilly. And so if there's not much space, even just a fluffy, beautiful bath mat that doesn't look like a bath mat on the floor can just feel luxurious on your feet when you go in to get dressed. So that's another, little way that you can add kind of those special touches that make it more fun to get dressed. So if you've got ideas, drop them below, because I love to hear your ideas. And if there's one that really has changed the game for you, I love to know that also. I'm on Instagram every Tuesday at noon Mountain Time doing a live style Q&A. So if you have questions, you can drop them in the comments below. Or on Monday, every Monday, I post a question box and you can ask your question there. All the replays get saved on my Instagram, and I list the questions in the comments each week. So you can go back through and watch any of the old style Q&As and see what questions I answered and get those answers for yourself there. But if you have any questions, old or new, like if you see one that I answered before, but you want a new answer now, I likely will give the same answer, but I might not. So feel free to ask that. And if you have any other questions about style therapy or anything else style related that I can help with, please just let me know. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will be back next Friday.